Vale. Y vale. Voy a hacer una cosa que es...
Okay, everyone. This seems to be a fresh instance we've gotten. So OVNI should be spawning in less than
Buena
10
Sorrow.
minutes about. So everyone, do go prepare your logograms if you still need to, and then make your way to OVNI while having a lookout for the ferry. If you find a ferry, do not post it in show chat, please. Please just inform your party, and your party leader will relay the information to all other parties. For everyone else, please do not activate your wisdoms yet, as there is a chance that you may die on OVNI, and we don't want you to waste the spirit of the remembered outside of EA. And a wisdom for that matter. Also, if you find a ferry, please do not take it yet. We will all take it later after OVNI together.
Ah, cool. OVNI soon, according to the instance.
Yeah. This should be a pretty new instance, according to animes.
Nice, and we have the spell.
Yeah, and we have someone with this spell. Perfect. That would have been my next question to one of the leaders, if one of them could pretty please bring this spell.
Don't take the ferries yet, please. We'll take them after OVNI.
Yes, again, please do not take any of the ferries yet, as this will only implicate that the ferry will lose a charge, you will have less time on the ferry, and you may also make the ferry go extinct on that spot. Which wouldn't be nice for anyone of you.
You also want to go and repair your gear in the camp, and maybe buy some Eureka potions.
But now with the all of the organizational stuff found and done, how's everybody? Did you have a great day today?
Not bad, not bad.
Kinda sleepy and busy, but all in all, I'd say pretty good.
Oh, and I also hope everyone of you is prepared today, as there won't be any explanation but for the first two bosses. There will be a short verbal explanation of the main mechanics of each boss, but that's it. The first bosses aren't really that hard. They shouldn't need a full explanation via the bot. But as always on a newbie run, you're always welcome to ask questions, be it to your party, be it in a public chat, so that everyone can see the question. We will. There is no dumb question except if there is a dumb question.
True.
And yes, we found the third ferry already, but I'm too lazy to walk there and mark it.
Yeah, same.
It's about to spawn soon.
Estoy muy nervioso, pero mucho. Ay, Dios mío.
How I know who are the people who always buy spectacles if you go properly. Lovely respond.
Woohoo! Ovni! Nice.
I was muted apparently. Party leads,
Oh.
please do a quick round of ready checks. One from us, he's ready. And the instance decided that OVNI will be pulled at 11:30 fate timer. So
That
we will.
sounds okay.
So we still have 1 minute for him to be pulled. There's a little information for all of you. If you are, whether you're a healer, DPS or tank, please make sure to hit OVNI at least once with an attack spell. If you don't count as having participated in this fate. Tanks can also put on their tank stances for OVNI to guarantee a gold. OVNI will be pulled in 15 seconds, so everyone get preparing. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go! OVNI will start with some basic AoE attacks, so do avoid them. If you get hit by OVNI, you will most likely die, and please dispel this. Thank you. Next up, he's gonna pull us in, and then we have to either move in or out. It's in. Get under his butt. Or whatever it is. Getting hit by it means death. For those unaware. Iron shower, where's the iron shower? Where's the iron shower? It's to the east. Get away from the east, get away from the east. It's very close on Ovni. If you get hit by iron shower, you will die. Next up are a few more AoEs, and this is a raid-wide attack. This needs to be dispelled yet again. Dispel. Thank you. Iron Shower is to the west. Get away from the west. He's very close. If you die now, by the way, please do not accept any raises.
I am not very close, to be fair.
You're very close. You're Lala.
I'm close to the ground, sure.
We will all move to the ferries right now, but we won't take them yet. Please wait outside of the ferry. We will all take it together. Leaders, you can post your porter macros now.
Where does everyone pass through?
I don't know, they probably didn't see this one. They're probably moving to the other ferry. That's a bit more north of the position.
I was muted the whole time. Yeah, did you see my message?
I have somebody who's in limbo. They're completely missing from the arena, well, from the world. I think they're gonna have to re-enter instance.
I think we have to exchange one person from my group.
Oh.
That's what I wrote. Because of that I asked if you saw my message.
Oh, yeah. I was so focused on the limbo person, sorry, didn't see that.
Okay.
Which role is your person?
Range DPS. No, caster DPS.
Yeah, then we will need one DPS from support to be exchanged with them. Oh, we need two. Apparently, the limbo person also needs to be transferred to support. So support, please select two individuals from the DPS classes that are supposed to join Strats party and Sweet Talkers party. For those needing to be transferred to support, please write chicken support. And those needing to be transferred to the main group, please write chicken, just chicken. So we can differentiate between the two of them. And also, blue portals have spawned. Please do take the ferry now. And then move on to your portal. There's already one person for the main groups. And there's the second one already.
Oh, wait. Let me 1 second.
The Ryoko is support. Ryoko
Yeah.
is the boss.
Support, please get the Ryoko. And the other
Okay.
two that shouted chicken, please either Strat or Sweet yoink yourself one of them.
Oh, got it.
Oh, and don't touch the blue portals, please. Wait for the red ones.
Please do not touch the blue portals, wait for the red ones. Usually nothing happens if you touch the blue ones, but there's one exception for that rule. If you have an item called a stabilizer in your inventory, the blue portal will be counted as a red one for you, basically. So you will be taking that blue one. But this also implies that one random red portal will not appear on the map. That means, as an example, if we take the Loggers 1 Loggers 1 position 1 blue portal, that could mean that the person in Magia 1 spot 5 could have their red portal not appear. So they would have to move all over the map to get the portal on Loggers 1 spot 1. That's why we always ask people to not use stabilizers on organized runs, because this just makes more work for everyone. And the red portals have spawned. Do take your red portals, you can even enter them while in combat. Once inside, everyone, please use your Spirit of the Remembered first and then change to an appropriate Wisdom. Also, please activate Magia Auto, as this will automatically spin your Magia wheel into the offensive element of the enemy you're looking at. We have some nice people handing out Shell and Protect, so please stand on the bridge if you want to receive it. If you've received Shell and Protect together, please exit the bridge.
Please don't jump down yet.
Yes, please don't jump down. Oh, also, I forgot, support, we are all fine now. You're free to go to your own little voice chat till we need you again.
Okay, good luck and see you.
See you soon.
See you.
See you, have fun.
And also, from now on, please keep the run communication inside say, yell, and party chat, or in voice chat if you like to talk during non-boss corridors. And before someone asks why not shout, well, shout will cover the entire instance of Hydatos, while say, yell, and party won't. And we don't want to confuse the other people inside of Hydatos. as Red already mentioned it now in Yelp chat, please make sure to have Eureka potions on the hotbar if you have them in your inventory, and eat some raid food, as that will also increase your health a little bit, which will be beneficial to you in the long run of the run.
Can everybody who has Protect and Shell please move from the bridge?
Yes, please move away from the bridge if you have Shell and Protect on you. It makes it easier for the people handing it out to see who doesn't have it yet. Art leaders, please check your party for wisdoms and spirits and remind them if people don't have them yet. If you've done that, please do a round of ready checks for your party. One, two, three, four, 5 groups are ready. There's one missing. Magia free, how's it looking?
We are almost done here. Just missing one.
Okay.
Okay, Magia 3 is ready.
Buenas hace.
Perfect.
Lo ponen verde el chat, que se me ha olvidado. Se me ha
Fred,
quitado.
you probably organized who is gonna do callouts on Magia's side for the first
Yeah,
time?
I'll do it on Magia side, you do it on Logo side.
Perfect. Then, Magia people, you will be in the care of the great Lala named Stratosphere? Or what are you?
Junon.
Stratojunon.
Sphere's my alt.
Yeah,
It's
here's
confusing,
your
don't worry.
alt. Those people on Logger side, you're in my care. For the people on Logger side, please move down to Logger's voice chat already. We don't want to bother Magia while doing the first boss.
Be aware of the Lala.
Take a look. 24 people. That's correct. Okay, Nana Puppy, you're here, right?
Yep, I am here.
Okay. I think we're all ready, so we can jump down here. On the right side, make sure you're jumping on the Magia Melder side. And Nana Puppy, make sure to feel free to pull whenever you want. And other tanks, please turn your tank stances off.
Sí, la
This is
comparación
just
es curiosa,
wall,
sí.
Just hit it till it dies, and once it dies, we'll move ahead, but don't move ahead too fast because there's mobs right behind it, and we want to give Nanapapi the time to pull them slowly. Always give the tank time to get aggro on the mobs because it's tricky at times. And that's basically it for now. The demon wall always blocks your vision, it's really annoying. Okay. Are you pulling the Parago or the...
I'm pulling the
Maguses?
Vagago, yeah.
Okay, stay back. Make sure you don't pull the Maguses. Nana pull back a bit. There we go. Nice. The main tank will... Ah, that's a good point by Leah in Say Chat. Don't put the region on Nanabapi or the mobs will just end up on you.
Okay, I'm pulling the Magi.
Yeah, give him a second. Don't hit him yet till he has aggro on them all. The name tag should change color, but just take it slow. The mobs die pretty fast.
Yeah.
If you haven't used the Magia auto attack yet, make sure to do it now. Unless you're Nanabapi, of course. Okay. The B plus are special a bit. Nanabapi will pill them and he will stand next to the wall. Don't go in front of them or to the back of them, always stay to the side. They will do an AoE at one point. Yeah, feel free, Nanabapi.
Okay.
They'll do an AoE at one point, and Nanabapi will probably stun it, but move out of it anyway. So stay at the side of the boss, at all times. It will turn in a little bit and do an AoE. Just ignore the turning, move out of the AoE, and stay at what the side was. Okay, here's the thing. Just stay here, don't stay here where the front is now. It'll turn back and do a cleave. Okay, good. Just stay on the side. Same thing for the next one. It'll turn, just ignore the turn. Make sure you move out of the AoE. And don't stand at the back or the front, because it does a cleave and a tail swipe, I believe, at certain points. Okay, gonna turn again to the sides, what the side will be. Nice. We are not doing explanations for Ark and Owain, because the fights are really rather simple for the first bosses. We don't need markers on the map or anything. We're not gonna do ready checks because, well, we all here, as we can see.
If anybody has a right foot, it is a good idea to pop it right now.
Can't hurt, that's for sure. I recommend, where is it? Ovim meatballs. Oh wait, let me find my... So this boss is, I'm just gonna give the basic mechanic. He'll turn fire. He'll summon spears. The spears are ice and fire. If he's fire, we go to an ice spear. If he's ice, we go to a fire spear. It's fairly basic. I'm just looking for my countdown macro that I've misplaced somewhere. There. And we're just waiting for the other side now. The other side, the boss is a little bit more difficult, so they're just giving the basic explanation. Okay, we are doing ready checks. So let's just do quick ready checks.
Buena, Brighton. Aparte de que estamos haciendo Baldesion por primera vez, poca cosa más, estoy muy nervioso. Se me buguea bastante el chat del OBS y me está molestando bastante. Eureka, el raid final de Eureka.
Use your LBs, ranged or magical, at 4 seconds left on the timer.
No voy a hablar mucho porque está tanto.
Okay, LBs. And we're going. He'll start off with a Tank Buster. Nanabapi shouldn't take too much damage from it. Well, that's a Tank Buster. After that will be a Raid Light, so feel free to shield your party. And that's the Raid Light. Just heal through it. Okay, now he'll summon his spears, and then after that he'll change his element to fire or ice. You don't have to go to a spear yet, we still have some time. Okay, he's changing element. He is fire, so we go to an ice spear. Go under an ice. Under an ice. And afterwards, we can go back in. We can go back in now. Okay, he's doing another tank buster in a little bit. There we go, tank buster. And then another raid bite. And that's the raid bite. Just shield and heal. And now he'll change his element again, I would. But the spears will also change. Okay, he's ice, we go to a fire. Under a fire. Any fire spear will do. And after this cast, we can go back in. And guess what? Another tank buster. But that's still a couple seconds. Good tank buster. And after this... Oh, never mind. He's dead.
Oh, that's it.
Okay, let's see here. Sir Lux is a trapper, I believe.
By the way, in VA there are no positioners, so you don't need to...
Okej, gramy po czarty.
Yeah, that's a good point, yeah. You can tell by the circle underneath the boss. Okay, so we are going to the stairs. Don't go too far up, because there's a trap up here that Sir Lux is gonna find. So you don't want to go further than this point, the top of the stairs. Don't go further than this unless you're the trap. Just take your time, Sir Lux, there's no rush. And there's a trap. Okay, we're just gonna leave that. Don't run through it. Nanabapi, you can eat it if you want.
I still have
Or-
6 minutes.
Okay, that's good.
I can save it for later.
Yeah, you can take it in 4 minutes or something. Up to... Okay, we're gonna hug the left wall. The left wall. There are more traps here in a square pattern. Just hug the wall. Still, the traps are visible. Oh, that's okay. Just heal Sir Lux, please, because he has a dot on him now for a little bit. Not the end of the world, though. It's just a little. Don't forget to take your chest.
Hello, Nadia. How's it
Welcome
going?
back.
Welcome back.
Who's the main tank from this point on?
Me.
Nanabapi. Yeah, Nana is the main tank for the
Nanabapi.
whole run.
So yeah, everyone in Lugger side, the next Lala will take over, called Nanabapi Babakote. He's probably waiting for the sprite to come towards us, as that one is triggered by spellcasting. There it is. Please be careful with attacking.
Healers in Matcha 2, please keep an eye on Sir Lux, because I think he has a poison on him still for quite a while.
Yeah, it should be
Yes.
10 minutes.
There's a banish, please interrupt that. Thank you. Karka is coming, so please pull that one next. Karka is one of our prime death targets, as she has a big ass conal that usually can result in a wipe if that hits people.
Oh, it failed.
Also, just to clarify stuff, Nana will always pull the mobs towards us, so there's no need to run towards the mobs. The ghost is coming back, so Nana, please do take that one. So we're away from the patrolling enemies. The ghost is the most heavy hitting enemy in BA, so keep an eye on Nana's health. Also, death doesn't work on them, as they are categorized as undead. Next up will be probably a centaur? Yes, healers! Please keep an eye out when the enemy casts Berserk. Please sleep that. If Berserk goes through, he will start one-hitting everything that isn't invulned. And we want to prevent that. Next are the Arsenal Magi. Those are little enemies that are usually tethered to one another, so please wait with attacking and healing until Nana has established aggro of all he wants to pull. These enemies also have a targeted ground AoE, which is a circle under one random player, so if you see them casting it, please move away out of that circle, as it will kill you if you get hit. please get back into the corner. Last two Magi are coming. And I will bring them towards us, so melees don't rush in yet. Next up is the last enemy in this room, another centaur. Again, healers, be prepared for to sleep the berserk. Sleep it, please. Sleep it, please. Please, please. Thank you. Again, as mentioned, if that goes through, we are doomed. As we only have 10 seconds left for Nana to not die to it. Usually.
Yeah, the invuln.
Yeah, but next up is Raiden, the second of the bosses in BA. Leaders, please place down your markers for the arena. Okay, so as we won't be playing bots for the first two bosses, I will go over the most important mechanics of Raiden. First up, as before, Raiden has a tank buster and an AoE raid wide. Both of them are dangerous. So we require shields for them. Next up is the move Amino Takahoko, where Raiden will do a huge AoE circle around him, where we have to move away from. After that, he will do a backflip. After which we have to get inside his hitbox, as he will be casting Whirling Zantezuken, sorry. Lateral is after that. Whirling Zantezuken will kill everything, even those in invuln. So, you have to be in his hitbox for I'm stumbling over my words, sorry. You will have to be in his hitbox or you will die. There. After he casted Whirling, he will disappear and either appear on B or D side of the arena. So either in the east or in the west. We will move in into the middle of the arena in the meantime. Raiden will then mark one of the arena sides as unsafe by pointing his sword on it. While at the same time, there will be small circle AoEs spawning under random players. That's why we will be stacking up. When the circuits around below us appear, we will be moving towards Raiden and then to the safe side. So let's take it as an example. Raiden marked the side of A, so the north, as unsafe. Then we will be running towards Raiden and then towards C, the south. Please keep your sprint for that time, as it can save your life very much so. Those are basically the main mechanics of Raiden that will be explained. Any questions? Don't be shy in asking them. If there are no questions on the next ready check, please press no if you have any remaining questions.
Oh, 1 second, just typing something.
Don't worry, we have time.
De momento lo que he puesto por esta DFC me lo estoy pasando demasiado bien con esta mierda.
Everyone seems to be ready. Oh! I spy a lie. We're still waiting on one group only. Okay, we are ready. So I will be starting the countdown. Again, as with the first bosses of BA, we will be using our ranged and or magical DPS. Limit breaks at 4 and the tank will pull at 1.
No,
5.
queda por el follow.
Limit breaks. 3, 2, 1, and go. Raiden will start off with a raid wide. So please shield up your parties.
Lo que dije antes, no voy a hablar demasiado ahora porque tengo que estar atento.
This raid wide will be followed by a tank buster, so keep an eye on Nana Puppy. After the tank buster, he will electrify the edges, but this won't be important to us. Ranged and healers can already move back to maximum attack range. Melees and tanks, please wait till he casts Amino Sakahoko. And melees and tanks, please move back, move back. There's the backflip, please get into his hitbox, into his hitbox, into his hitbox, into his hitbox. We will be moving to the middle of the arena now. Raiden is appearing on B. Please look at Raiden, and we will be moving towards C. Move towards C, move towards C, move towards C. If you've died and procced, please don't forget your Spirit of the Remembered. Next up will be a raid wide again. Followed by Lancing Bolts. 6 random players will get marked by a marker that has to be spread out of the group. If you've been marked, please spread the markers. Spread the markers, spread the markers. Don't overlap them. Please focus the Streak Lightnings. These are Raiden's technical enrage, so we don't want him to do this. After that will be a raid wide yet again. Followed by a puddle spawning under one random player. Please avoid the puddle, please avoid the puddle, please avoid the puddle. Next up will be Cloud to Ground. These are Exa Flares. They are starting on B. We will be moving towards B and behind the first Exa Flare. Behind the first Exa Flare, behind the first Exa Flare. Everyone, please cuddle up. Bitter Barbs is incoming. People will get tethered now. Please try to break the tethers while avoiding mechanics of Raiden. Get in, get in.
And he's dead.
La verdad es que lo está explicando
We have a
súper
couple
bien
of
el tío.
casualties,
O
I
sea,
believe.
me encanta cómo lo está
One,
haciendo.
two.
Nana is coming there, so we're going to move on to the next room while the healers are raising our dead friends. There should be a Kalka incoming.
Don't forget to grab your chest on B.
As mentioned before, Kalka Brina has a big conal AoE that basically kills you off if you get hit by it. But it seems we have a deaf hero.
Yeah, it procced for once.
Also, please do not enter the room unless you're the Trapper or Nana. There's a Bibliotaph Bolt. Please focus your attacks on him. And another death. There's been a fan and an eye-pull. Please focus the fan first, as that one has an AoE line attack. Next up will probably be a Scribe. The scribes are usually only dangerous to the tank when they cast condensed Libra. As after that, they will do a triple tank buster. Again, please focus the fan first, as that one has a line AoE attack. Nana, please take off the fan. Thank you. There's only one enemy remaining in the room, which is a Bibliotaph. And we will be moving on to the next room. Next up in the room, there will be one big explosion trap in front of a chest. Please wait for the trappers to find said trap for taking your loot. Trap has been found. Please avoid running into it, as it will kill you if you run into it. As yet again, the chest is personal loot, so if you don't grab it, never will anybody of you get loot if you don't grab it. In this hallway, please refrain from using dances, assays, or other big action attacks. Next up will be a sprite, a magic triggered enemy. So please wait for Nana to grab the aggro on it. The aggro has been pulled, you're free to attack now.
Ahora venía, creo que Absolute Virtue, de hecho, después de estos pulls.
Also, please do keep an eye out for the chest in the rooms. But do not enter the rooms yet. We'll do this a bit later. Yet again, another sprite. Please don't attack the logos though. The logos are quite docile unless attacked or touched. So if we keep our distance, they are no problem, really. Next up will be said logos. Wait for Nana to establish aggro on him. And you can attack.
No chest yet, right? Or am I blind again?
No, I haven't seen one either yet. Next up will be another sprite, so please take care not to hit the logos. Because we don't want to pre-pull it.
Back it up a bit.
Hmm?
Back up a bit. There we go, good.
And last but not least, the logos. But sadly, he doesn't manipulate.
Viking was pulled. Viking was pulled.
The tank, please grab the Viking. Thank you. Nana, please don't take it next time, as you're the main tank and you cannot hold two enemies of two different elements.
Oh, okay.
Test is in water behind the pillar.
Yep, thank you. Then we will be clearing water first. In water, there's 3 enemies and 2 explosion traps, so please wait for the tank to pull the enemy. These enemies have a huge conal AoE attack, so if they are pulled, please stand very close or very far from them. Carcass have been pulled, please pull them out of the room. And now please stand close or very far away from them, as they have this huge conal AoE and we don't want to get hit by this one. Both traps have been found, and the chest is in here. So
And the
please-
portal too.
Oh yeah.
Oh wow.
Please avoid the green and the yellow circuits for now, and grab your chest. Please stay a bit further away from the yellow-orange circle. Do we have a tank that's
Yeah, I
able
can
to
pop it if
disable
everybody stays away.
Yes, please stay away. This has an explosion radius and will kill anyone in the vicinity of this said radius. Now, everyone, you're free to go into the green circle as it will transport us to another place. On the right side, there will be another chest for you to grab with loot in it.
It's like Narnia.
No, it's just the other side of the arsenal. We were basically flushed down the toilet.
Oh, damn.
On the next room, be careful, there is a patrolling ghost enemy that will walk into the staircase. So wait for Nana to pull this one first. Ghost has been pulled. Sadly, death doesn't work on what's already dead. Next up will be Kaka, probably.
Yep.
And Kaka has been pulled. Death doesn't work on Kaka though, as we've already experienced previously. Next up will probably be a Porogo, one of the Arsenal tank busters. Keep an eye out on Nana as he do hits harder than most. But please still stay outside of the room. Thank you for your understanding.
Me cae muy bien la
All
persona
the
que está
enemies
haciendo
have
los
been pulled.
casts.
Wait for the aggro to be established.
O sea, lo hace
And you're
muy
free to
bien
attack now.
su trabajo.
Oh, Strat, you picked up the tome?
Yeah, it
Yeah,
doubles.
Me as well. Somebody pulled it.
Yes, that's why I always say please wait for the aggro to be established by the main tank, as those enemies are very hard hitting, and they don't like people that are not tanks.
Did we get a death? Or
I
No,
don't think
doesn't
so.
seem like it.
nice.
1% HP, I see a person with a wild percent HP.
Someone got bonked, but not to death.
Didn't
Next up.
provoke in time.
Yeah, next up there's one Porogo left. Nana will still pull it towards us as it's the safety norm.
It seems to be a catastrophe, by the way.
And we're moving on to the next hallway with two ghosts in it. Trappers! Please speak who's gonna take the northern rooms and who's gonna do the southern rooms. Each room has one explosion trap, which is in a cardinal direction to the blue circle, always. Ghost has been pulled. Yes, our hearts. We thought that someone just died almost. Because the book ran around and hit someone, that's why we thought you almost died because of that. And the last ghost of this hallway. And they are all dead. Your party leader will now mark the room you will be going to. If the trap in your room has been found, you are free to move inside the room and into one of the corners. For those in Loggers 1, yes, the trap has been found and disarmed already.
No, espera, no tenemos que ir aquí, sí. Me he confundido.
Tanks! Important information for you now. each of you will have to tank one room now. So please disable your Magic Auto and go into the defensive element of your room. For Loggers 2, as an example, this would be wind. Also, please activate your tank stance.
Can I go in the portal already, or the circle?
Let's do a run round of last ready checks. And also, I'm gonna ask our lovely support group how it's looking. I'll hop down to them real quickly. So,
Okay.
see you in the moment.
If you have that L, this is a really good time to use it once the ads spawn. Just make sure to dodge all the AoEs.
Hello, hello, I've returned from support. They are on the way to their spot.
Nice.
Me acaba de decir de nuestro grupo, no es una carrera, pero si ganamos pero si primamos esta saga primero, podemos decir que es una carrera. Ay. De momento la gente, el grupo de lo que sería Eureka Academia, muy majo, me está quedando muy bien, la verdad.
And support seems ready, so Strat don't have time to really quickly do that.
Yeah, I'll do it right after them.
Okay. Everyone seems ready? Nana? Your
Let's
honor.
go.
Tanks, remember, please pick up the ads first thing you will do. Your room.
Make sure you're not a Maja auto attack as if you're a tanker.
Yes, and also tanks, please move into the blue circle if you haven't already. We need you inside that blue circle. Again, please pick up these ads first things first. People inside the rooms, do burst them down.
Maja 1 is done.
Great job.
It's a shame for you that we're not racing. Otherwise, we would have won.
Well, it's only a race if the host wins. I'm the organizer, does that count?
Yes.
Nope.
Loggers 1 is ready too, or finished.
Okay, you put somebody in my group on follow. I'm gonna just bear it back for 30 seconds.
Magic ready.
Majete is done.
And the door to Raiden's Arena has opened. If you've missed your Raiden chest, now's the perfect time to get it. As we will be passing through. Just as a little disclaimer for everyone, some of the mobs in the hallways have now respawned. So do not just wander aimlessly in front of you. And in the next hallway, the mobs have respawned. Nana will
And I'm
pull.
back.
Welcome
Ma-
back. Nana, please do pull one of them. Either the Barogo or the Tome.
I want the Parago.
And also as a reminder, we are back in the hallway we were previously in with, where I forbid the use of dances and assays and other big AoE. This one still stands, as we haven't cleared out the enemies on the side rooms yet.
Crowky pull. There should be a bibliotaph here as well, right?
Yes. But the Bibliotaph is currently in Ice Room.
Ah, okay,
Again,
cool.
again, on the centaur, he has Berserk. Please sleep it. Thank you very much. After the centaur is dead, nobody moves forward except for Nana. There is a Bibliotaph on the loose, and he's currently walking towards us menacingly.
There he is. Yeah. There you go.
You are free to attack him now. And he is dead. We have now arrived at the arena of the third boss in Baldesion's arsenal. Absolute Virtue. Athletes, please do place your markers. Everyone else, we will be taking a short break till support arrives.
Oh, I have shell, by the way, so don't pop it unless you already did. Okay, it seems Anna already has shell.
For those that haven't gone away yet, please gather at this northernmost wall of this bridge for an easier handout of shells. The northern one is the right wall if you look at the arena. It will make it easier for our shell handing Lala to find you. If you've received shell, just walk onto the opposite wall.
Le he preguntado que por acá el de South que está haciendo streaming y he dicho yo. Pues creo que no va a colar, creo. Y cuando vean que soy español principalmente van a decir nope y se van a pirar. Pero yo colo mi spam ya.
Oh, hit support, I see. Nice. Well, one from support.
Es que esto es nuevo. Si que van a hacer un descanso en vez de la hamburger, que no sé cuándo era ese descanso, será. A lo mejor es ahora el descanso, no he escuchado. Se han puesto algo por alguna parte.
And there's more people arriving from support. Oh, well, one more person.
If they all walk that slow, it can take a while.
I don't think they will. Hopefully. And another one!
Hey, nice.
At least they don't bite the dust.
Did I put the markers? Oh yeah, I did put the markers. Hey, good, go me. I forget to put the AV markers a lot, to be honest. And then the minute before it pulls, I'm like, oh shit, gotta put them. I think that's 4 from support? 5.
Does the summoner minion count as one?
Just to make sure, is all of support in?
7 out of 8. Somebody had DC issues.
So, whole support is here. Let's do a small wake-up ready check then.
La comida. Tampoco que tenga comida de rey, pero bueno. Un punto de piety es un punto de piety, supongo. Bajar un poco la cámara, que como tengo la silla bajada, pues el cuadro es un poco también, a tomar por el culo todo el
And
encuadre.
everyone is ready. That means we will be going over to bot explanations. We will
For my
be
German-
able.
Sorry,
Yeah?
sorry. Just wanted to say, for my German friends, you can go with me to the German class to hear, if you want, German explanations for this boss.
Yeah, that's the thing I wanted to say too. We also are able to provide German explanations, so if you need them, do drop down to German class and Sweet will take care of you.
Que van a hacer un grupo aparte en alemán para las explicaciones. Mola. Pero tienen para el francés, si mal no recuerdo.
And I will be starting the bot now. I hope. Apparently he doesn't want to play. Wait. Now.
AV's main mechanics are all about his stance, which will either be light or dark. When he casts Eidos, he changes this stance, and you can notice it with his bracelets and his general aura. Rule is always go opposite from his color. There are 3 mechanics where he will use this color trick. The first one is when he spawns some puddles around the arena. These puddles will double in size if they share his color, which means if he is light, we run from light puddles and close to dark. Never go inside a puddle as they are about to explode. Just close to the opposite colored puddle. Next, he will do Impact Stream, where he will split the arena into halves, one light and one dark. We simply step into the opposite colored side, and healers also have to treat this as a raid wide because it still hurts even if we do it correctly. Third mechanic, where colors are important, is called Turbulent Ether. He summons 8 orbs, 4 dark and 4 light, as well as 8 puddles, 4 light and 4 dark. First, you need to check if you have one of these orbs connected with you. Then, wait a little bit until you see a conal attack that he does, because you really need to avoid this. Then, start moving to the edge of the arena and look for an opposite puddle from your orb. So, if you have a light orb, go to dark puddle. You really need to adjust here and look at the other players and how they are moving. When your orb reaches you, it will explode, so you want to stand in the puddle to be safe. Also, be away from the people in case you explode too soon. You don't want to kill people around you. 8 orbs and 8 puddles means 1 person per puddle, never more. Medusa Javelin is a conal I mentioned. It will petrify you if you get hit with it, so stay close to AV to avoid it more easily. He will also do Meteor, which is a raid-wide, and Auroral Wind, which is a conal tank buster, so never stay close to the tank. He will also summon ads on south and north, so we need 2 tank volunteers to pick these up. Ads will explode if they are not killed in time, and there isn't much time to do this. Whenever you see a proximity AoE, AoE will soon appear on its position and cast Impact Stream, so prepare to move quickly into the correct side.
Okay. Bot explanations are done. Any questions? And if there are no questions, then we will be waiting on German class.
Oh, someone is asking about the petrification buff and how do you end up getting it?
Oh, the petrification buff.
What debuff?
It's very easy to get this one. You just have to hit get hit by the appropriately named Medusa Javelin. It's a huge conal going from AV, so you wanna stay pretty close to AV at all times if possible. If you get hit by it, you usually either die or get petrified, which will result in you dying. Will all be called out, but just to make sure, please avoid it.
Creo que ahora está mandando la clase en alemán. Ponérmela. Está en ofensivo. No sé, cuando quede una mecánica sea en alemán, iremos. Supongo que entraremos
I
ahora.
hate you. I just now saw the please look forward to avoiding it.
German class is back.
Welcome back, Germans!
Ahí está.
Okay, then let's do a quick round of ready checks. And all groups are ready. Just to mention it already, AV will start off with a raid wide. And the pull timer has started. We will be engaging then in less than 20 seconds. Yet again, on 4, please unleash your ranged or magical limit break. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, limit breaks, 3, 2, 1, and go! As mentioned earlier, you will start off with a raid wide. Gonna be followed by a tutorial puddle mechanic. Will now change his bracelets. They are dark. He will spawn dark puddles that will expand twice their size. Careful to not get hit by them. They expand to twice their size. And we are moving back. Next up is Medusa Javelin. As the Javelin, avoid the Javelin. Please move back to C. There's another bracelet change incoming. This time he'll split the arena in two, and we will be moving to the light side of the arena. Light, 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 light. Next up is a tank buster. This one's a cleave. After this, he will do another bracelet change, and this time do his real puddle mechanic, where two colors of puddles will spawn. As the bracelet change, and he is dark, the dark puddles will expand. Get close to light, away from dark. This is a very bad pattern. Get close to light, get close to light, get close to light. Back. There's a meteor incoming. So put up your shields. Raid wide is coming. Next up will be Turbulent Ether. 8 players will get tethered, but before you resolve your orb, please wait for the Javelin. Wiggle around to see if you have an orb, and wait for the Javelin, and resolve your orbs. the tank buster, sorry for that. Next up will be a double meteor. AV will jump away now. Get into the middle and start hard mitigating. This is a lot of raid wides. We'll be moving to the dark side. Dark, 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 dark. Light, 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 light. And after that, we will be moving to dark yet again. Dark, 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 dark. And now move to the edges of the arena. Edges of the arena. And after that, get back in. There's a javelin incoming. Avoid the javelin, please. And get back to sea. Get back to sea. Get back to sea. There's a tank buster incoming, followed by a raid wide. There's a raid wide incoming. Next up, AV will spawn his ads. Designated tanks, please pick them up. Everyone else, please focus these Vinefs. There's Turbulent Ether going out yet again. Please look if you have an orb and wait for the javelin, and resolve your orbs now. Still, focus the ads. Still. Tank buster incoming. Followed by a meteor. After this meteor, there will be another puddle set. Dark will expand twice the size, so we're going away from dark and close to light. There's a melee spot available. Get away from the proximity. And we will be getting a double impact. Get to light, 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 light. And after that, to light yet again. Light, 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 light. There's a Medusa Javelin incoming, I think. Medusa Javelin, please avoid it. And a meteor. Next up should be another set of ads. And great job, everyone.
We have 4 or 5 casualties-ish.
6, 7.
7.
Yeah, healers can communicate in yell chat.
Aquí, digo, no está cofre, ¿no? Aquí.
If you're not a healer, you can just move on.
On the next staircase, there will be 2 more mobs. We will wait on top of the staircase for Nana with his healers to arrive.
Vale, pues... Parece que último pool.
Nana has arrived. How about you healers?
Y estamos frente a Ozma, boss final.
Rising people.
Then we will be waiting.
Other healers could heal Nana, I think. I'm asking my healer.
Qué ganas de hacer esta puta raid, en serio. Está siendo la hostia. Oh. Espero que pongan ojos y este palo en Endwalker también, de
One
estas
of the
raids
guys is
inmensas.
And the other one, I think it's still drop.
Everyone is alive again.
Great job, healers, if everyone's live again. Nana, if your healers are here, you can pull the first orb.
Almost here. Climb me the stairs.
So that's you, healer.
There's my hero. Let's go.
Let's go. These enemies, please do not stun them unless you are Nana. It's very important as they have an attack that wipes one beneficial buff from our hotbars.
Oh, sorry.
Please stun.
My stance on still from the ad, my bad.
Nana,
Yes.
didn't you stun?
It's
Kinda got panicked because I lost aggro. I think I did the last second.
yeah, I think I did it as well. It's good. It should be fine.
Please stun now. Thank you.
Y aquí está.
Please do not jump down yet. Please don't touch the blue-green circle thingy in the middle of the road. This will throw you down to Ozma, and we don't want that yet. Leaders, please place down your markers. Okay, everyone is back up here where we all are, I think. Then, let's start with the explanations already. German class, if you may.
Please follow me.
And the bot will be started now. Please pay attention to it.
Welcome to the most difficult boss of this dungeon yet, Ozma. Try to pay close attention to the explanations, and at the end, ask if anything is unclear. A mistake here can earn you an early trip to Hydatos, after which you cannot return to the arena. A lot is happening in this fight, but in short, Ozma will be changing through 4 different shapes: orb, cube, pyramid, and star. Each shape has its own way of auto-attacking, its main mechanic that happens once, and the secondary mechanic that happens twice. Each shape also begins with an AoE that you want to avoid in a specific way, which we call a movement mechanic. All of the forms will be explained shortly. First of all, in this fight, it's important to know your group position and role. Magia groups are generally main tank groups, and for Black Hole Mechanic, they will remain on the main arena. Logos groups are off-tank groups, and for Black Hole Mechanic, they will go to the right side on the ring. Tanks. I'll explain the difference between the two roles next. Main tanks need to pay close attention to cooldowns during orb shape, and keep to the left side of the platform during the cube shape. Off-tanks need to pick up adds anytime they appear, which is after Meteor Mechanic. They also need to soak the 2 orbs on the right side of their platform at the beginning of the cube phase. Now, let's explain the shapes. The orb shape is the most simple of all, as it only consists out of heavy auto attacks on main tanks, and it will begin with a Black Hole Mechanic every time. For Black Hole, it is important that every portal is covered by at least 1 player, or else we all get kicked out. Generally, stick to your group's position, but go to a closest portal if you're too far from your group spot when the mechanic is called out. Next shape is a cube. For movement, we go close to Ozma. Auto attacks in this phase are long lasers that hit the main tanks, so they need to stay away from the group. Off tanks need to soak the orbs on the left side, while the group carefully stays on the main arena and avoids the damage. only is a small knockback, and it happens twice during cube phase, so just be aware of the edges of the arena. Next shape is a star. For movement, we go away from Ozma, behind the blue portal. Auto attacks in this phase are shared damage, so we need to all stick together in a group. If you use a gap closer here, you may die because you're not with a group when auto attack hits you. Its primary mechanic is Meteor, that randomly appears on 2 players per arena. Meteors need to be quickly placed on the markers, one at the back and one at the right side of your arena. If you place this proximity too close to the group, it will wipe the whole arena, so always be quick to check if you got the meteor and be mindful where the other player is placing their meteor. If you commit to the same spot, you'll likely end up wiping the raid. The secondary mechanic during Star is a knockback from the blue portals. For this, always listen if you need to get knocked towards Ozma or away from it, and never stand in the blue portal itself, because that way you can't control the direction you're knocked towards. The last possible shape is a pyramid, and that one is a true danger, so please pay close attention to the explanations. Auto attacks in pyramid phase are bleeds that can be baited with a player standing far from Ozma. If we are all stacked, these bleeds will spread and start stacking, which makes healing difficult. So we usually have a healer at the back, baiting this and curing the bleed away from themselves. Its main mechanic is also a meteor, and you handle it the same way as during the Star. Put one at the back and the other on the side, right side, both on the markers. React quickly and don't commit to the same spot as the other person. The mechanic that happens twice is the acceleration bomb, which randomly gets attached to multiple people on each platform. If you get one of these, you need to be completely still. Stand, don't attack, don't cast, don't emote as the timer is going off. The timing here is tricky because of server ticks, so be careful. For the very first acceleration bomb, it's a good idea to stand on the ring and just stay still there, because that way you can't get a meteor as well and don't have to worry about resolving 2 mechanics. If your acceleration bomb explodes, it will take away 100% of HP of everyone around you and likely wipe the whole platform. Ozma Shade is a smaller Ozma that happens occasionally at the back of each main platform, and it simply does a random shape movement mechanic. For this, just listen to the callouts and move to the front, back of the arena, or the sides. And some last tips. Don't use limit breaks unless told to. Don't use mage limit break under any circumstances. Don't fall from the arena because you will die. Don't fall from the arena with the meteor because you will wipe the group. Always focus the ads when they spawn. And ask any questions you may have at this point.
Please do ask any questions that still remain. Yes, if you're in the loggers groups, you stay with the Magia groups unless Black Hole is happening. And even then, if you're not fast enough to be at your loggers portal, please move to the Magia one. Any more questions? Okay, if there are no more questions, I will quickly go over the most important mechanics. Please do not jump after me. I'll be jumping down first. Okay, onto the 2 main mechanics of Ozma, namely Meteors and Acceleration Bomb. On Meteors, which will be happening in Star and Pyramid Shade, The 2 random people per platform will get marked with a meteor marker. That means 2 on platform 1, 2 on 2, and 2 on 3. Doesn't matter which group you are in, you can get marked. If you have a blue marker, not blue, sorry, I'm colorblind, sorry. If you have a marker above your head, when meteor is called, that's a meteor marker. Has usually that purplish blackish circle around you and should be a red marker above your head. If you have it, please move to the back left of the platform where I am jumping, and which is usually marked by a number, or onto the side ring marker, which is the black hole portal for the loggers groups. If you see the other person with the meteor marker is running towards the same spot as you are, do not compete for it, just change direction and move to the other spot. Just be careful to not cut the corners while doing so. These meteors will then have proximities placed under them after a short while. That's the point where you can go back to the main group to receive meteor mitigation. When the proximity hits, there will be 2 ads spawning per platform. These ads will be grabbed by the loggers tank of each platform. Now onto acceleration bomb. Acceleration bomb is usually only juggling my words, sorry. Acceleration bomb usually only happens during pyramid shade. When this happens, it will be called out. There will be again 2 random people per platform that will receive an acceleration bomb debuff. If I remember correctly, this debuff can have a countdown time from 5 to 12 seconds. And does any of our leaders have this little GIF with what explodes acceleration
Yeah,
bomb?
I'll find it and put it in BA chat.
Yeah, thank you, Strat. Strat will then post a little GIF to show you what explodes acceleration bomb. But to just summarize it, basically everything. So, the best way to not trigger acceleration bomb is untarget Ozma, put away your weapon, and lean back. Put the fingers away from the keyboard and mouse or the controller until the buff has gone away. Will always appear on your debuff bar, where currently you're hoofing it and resurrection restricted debuffs are. If you don't see your debuff bar, please look where it is and keep an eye on it. Now, some little organizational things. All tanks, please disable Magia Auto and go into the defensive element for Ozma, which is Lightning. All of you, please pop a defensive Wisdom. This is very important. Magia tanks, all of you, please activate your tank stance, as you will be the main tanks for Ozma. Though, Loggers tanks, please be prepared to take over at a moment's notice if something may happen. Now we will sort out bleed betas, or did that already happen while I did stuff. And we have 1 for platform 1 already. Great. Do we have any volunteers for platform 2 and 3? There's 2. Any freeze?
So, German class is back, and do we already have a bleed beta on 3?
Yes, right now. There was someone that called it.
Okay, perfect. Less work for me, I don't mind.
Don't worry. It's even your party, in your party, the healer, the other.
See, I have a reliable healer. I'm glad.
Yes, so we've sorted out bleed baits, we've talked about meteors and acceleration bomb. Strat posted the GIF about acceleration bomb, so please have a look at it. It's just short 20 seconds.
Okay, since someone was asking, no, you cannot sacrifice during the fight. So if you die, you might get your remember proc, but don't sacrifice for other people.
Yes, please do not use any of the sacrifices during the fight. If you do that, there may be a chance that you, as a healer, won't survive the sacrifice. As your spirit says, you don't qualify to be revived. This will put a bigger strain on the group than a dying DPS. So, the sad truth is, healers, you are more important than a DPS in this fight. So please do not use sacrifices during the fight. Okay, any questions more? If there are no questions, party leaders, please initiate a ready check.
Venga. Uf, me mareo de nuevo como ayer.
3, 5, 6 groups, last group.
Sí, iremos a ver, segundo eso cuando terminemos.
How's it looking, Magia 3?
Just 1 second.
Uf, tómate algo si te ayuda,
Magic
trata de
is
tumbarte.
ready.
Okay, if you are ready, your groups can start jumping down and then please proceed to your black hole buffer position with your group. If your full group has found the buffer position, you are free to move back to the main platform.
Nice. Pues ya lo hablamos, si te encuentras mejor.
Just to remind the healers a little bit, there will be huge damage going on, especially in the Magia groups on the tank. So do keep 2 eyes out on those. When every group is back at the main platform, we will do one last arbitrary ready check.
Sorry, was just answering a question.
Don't worry. Yes, we don't have bravery assigned to our group. If you had a bravery, that would be fine, but we didn't assign any braveries to this run, as it is a newbie run.
Make sure to eat some food. It might keep you alive.
Yes, a little food reminder, as food does give you a little bit more vitality, which may save your little butt in the future. And all groups seem to be ready, so I will starting the countdown. Remember, ranged and or magical DPS limit breaks can be done on 4. The tanks, please pull at 1. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, limit breaks, 3, 2, 1, and go! Ozma will start off in star form, so ranged and healers can already move to the back of the platform. Melees and tanks, please move as soon as Ozma starts changing shape. And star form, please move to the back. please move to the back. To the back. We will be moving back to Ozma as a group. Please stay as a group. There will be one knockback coming from the middle of the buffers in a bit. We'll get knocked back to the front. Get knocked back to the front. Get knocked back to the front. After this, there will be a few more auto attacks from Ozma. And black hole, black hole, black hole. Move to your black hole buffer. And back to Ozma. As the first set of shades. They are cube. We are moving to the back of the platform, to the back of the platform, to the back of the platform. And back to Ozma. Next up will be a shade and shape combination. There are the shades. Pyramid, we're moving to the side of the platform, to the ring, and then close to Ozma's. Off-tanks, get ready to pick up the orbs. There's a stack marker going on. And after that, there will be a holy knockback, so off-tanks, please look out. Next up, there will be an Ozma shade. Yeah, a shade with a holy knockback together. And I think there would be another stack marker, if I remember correctly. The shade has spawned. And we're moving to the sides of the platform. Stay in front of the side platform because there's a holy knockback incoming. And back to Ozma. Will be a few more auto attacks, and after that it will be like holy yet again. And black hole has spawned. Move to the buffers. And back to Ozma's. Main tanks are getting heavy hits, so take care of them. There's another set of shades. And we'll stay at the front. We will stay at the front, and after that we'll be moving off to the sides. Off to the sides. Bleed betas, prepare. Acceleration bombs have gone out. See if you have it and stop doing everything. Meteors are out. Place them to the back and to the right, to the back and to the right, to the back and to the right. Off tanks, please grab these ads. Everyone else, please focus the ads. There's still attacks, bleed blades attack happening. Shades are out. And we will stay at the front, and acceleration bombs have gone out again. Please stop doing what you are doing. There's a stack marker. And I think a last bleed attack. Next should be black hole. Go black hole, black hole, black hole. And back to Ozma. Shades are up again. And And we'll move off to the side. And after that, away from Ozma. Away from Ozma, get away from Ozma, get away from Ozma. We'll be moving back to Ozma in groups yet again. Meteors are out, placed him to the back and to the right. Back and to the right. There will be a knockback happening from the middle platform after. Get knocked to the front, get knocked to the front, and off tanks, please get these ads.
Quick question, can we use healer LB3?
Yes, please.
Okay.
From Black Hole Portal.
From Blackout Portal, if we can.
Another set of shades with together with a knockback, and we'll get knocked back to the front. Get knocked back to the front, get knocked to the front. Will be a few more auto attacks, and after that, it's gonna be Black Hole yet again. After Black Hole, you can use melee LB3 if you have it. Or keep it for healer LB3. And back to Ozma. If you haven't used the LB yet, please don't use it anymore. There's shades coming. And it's pyramid, we're moving off to the side. And then away from Ozma, away from Ozma. And we'll move back to Ozma as a group. Meteors to left, to right and back, right and back, right and back. Will be a knockback again happening. Knock to the front. And off tanks, grab these ads, please. There's gonna be a shade happening next again. We'll get knocked back to the back. Get knocked back to the back. Get knocked back to the back. And we'll move back to Ozma as a group. Will be a few more auto attacks happening. After that, it's Black Hole. If you have healer LB3, please don't use it anymore. We'll just waste the people. Melees can use LB3 now. Will be a next shade. And great job, everyone!
Good job, everyone.
On platform 1, there is a big treasure chest that has your loot if you survive.
Make sure to update your BA role from assign role channel.
Yes, great job, everyone.
Pues ya estaría.
But yeah, great job, everyone. I hope you all had fun with the run. And I hope to see you again another time.
Thanks so much.
Yeah, thank you for hosting.
Thank you for hosting.
Have a great remaining evening.
Yeah,
Same to you.
Yeah,
I think I need to
likewise.
go to
Thank
bed
you.
early now after that.
Yes, okay, bye bye.
Bye.
Bye now.
Good night, everyone.
Oli. ¡Oli!
Hello.
No me tocó ni una puta mecánica difícil. ¡Ninguna! ¡De nada! De Mao.
Cuida.
Te las dio todas a ti, tío.
Me las dio todas a mí. Y encima al final me morí porque se me subió runa al teclado y me presionó la Q y tiré un dash para el back para el partido.
Uf.
Pero me revivió el remember, que si no, vamos.
Uf.
Me pareció como pensé que sería muy fácil.
La verdad es que me ha sorprendido. Es verdad que teníamos muy buen grupo. Yo esperaba que alguien la cagara con lo de las bombas.
Yo
Me
igual.
alegro un montón de que el Oji este muriera rápido para que no tuviera responsabilidad ninguna. Y hasta
Me dio
luego,
mucha
Lucas.
pena. Me dio muchísima
ver.
pena.
A mí me dio pena porque es verdad que había estado toda la run. También te digo que desde el primer boss estaba muriendo. Ha muerto en todos los bosses mínimo una vez.
Voy a
Sí,
cortar
no,
esto.
sí, ya no te digo que no, digo que me da pena que le haya pasado esto.
Sí, eso sí.
Me da
rabia.
Un segundo. Vale, pues voy cortando esto. Subiré el vídeo ahora a YouTube seguramente, lo pondré a exportar, toma por culo. Como Baldesion completo, ya que está terminado. Ah, soy la polla. Me lo he pasado como un enano. Ese contenido que me tenía que hacer con diferencia. Y por fin lo he hecho. No era mucho porque había que estar concentrado y tal, pero... Joder, qué maravilla. Voy a hacer una raid a Sunko, ya que está en directo. ¿What? ¿Cómo que cojones de registrarme? Da igual, luego desde el chat. Desde el este normal. Lo dicho. Un placer. Y otro día más.